What's up, everybody? I'm ready to have a rant this morning. Everybody else just fucking... Sometimes you just wake up and you just gotta bitch a little bit. Butter my toast first. Maybe I'm hungry, I don't know. I'll give it a minute, see if anybody hops in here with me. Maybe we can share the same rage. Okay. Sip of water. I never got my short up here. This is the one I wanted. I wanted this guy bad. I wanted him real bad. We didn't get it. That's all right. The account size is wrong, but the risk is what I would do. So I missed this trade. And then I hopped in down here somewhere. Let me see. Let me open it up on my other screen. It was towards the bottom. Let's see. We're right bottom of this little range. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 2 minutes. Where they at? Where'd it go? There it is. Beautiful. And somewhere up right before the drop, it was like a kind of a lucky grab. And the only reason I did it is because the oscillator was saying we're going. And the higher time frames are also kind of agreeing, right? We had a little chop, obviously, because of the interest rate pause yesterday, but it was saying we could possibly go. So I took it, and it frickin' went, and I'm still in. Man, I'm still in. Nothing crazy. It would be a 13-1. I haven't taken any profits yet. So we'll see. You know what I didn't do? I didn't post this to the Discord. Yeah, hold on. But yeah, guys, I'm a little pissed off this morning. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little pissed. We'll get there. I'll explain in a minute. Okay. But we're looking good, right? This trade's looking good. I mean, this is the bounce zone, obviously, right? That's what the lines tell you. The lines say, no. Lines, I don't know why I'm doing that. Oh, Maron. I have a lot of shit on my desk. My daughter got a little crazy this morning. But the blood pressure's a little elevated. So I'm like, you know what? First things first. I gotta bitch. I gotta do it. We got in here. I see I got one view. That's what I'm talking about. Finish my piece of toast and we'll start bitching. We're going to see if this chaps your asses too. We're going to see if you guys even notice it. That's what we're gonna do. But maybe you guys don't even know. Okay. Man, it sucks too because I got in this trade. I can show you. It's pretty simple. No, 2 minute, not the 3 minute. I got in this trade here, right? Bullish or bearish divergence. We chopped. I was like, oh, we're going, and then we came back up. But I thought that was going to be the move, and then we got up here, and then I got back in. So I hit both, but not where as much as I would like. I got in on this flip here. Okay, on Mexi it looks different. Here, I can just pull it up. Right, Mexi it looks a lot cleaner. And I ended up. Let me just zoom out because those candles are going to give me a headache. All right, good. And I ended up taking profits right here, right at the low, right? Because if we didn't break this, right? Because on the higher time frames we're still bullish. Bottom line, so 786 is where I took my profits. I tried to get in over here yesterday before the drop, and I got chopped up a little bit because I kept it too tight. I saw this SFP, and I got in probably at the bottom of this candle here, and then I kept it too tight, and I got stopped out. And then it came back up again, and I had another opportunity, but like we had some upward curvature, downward curvature. I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna wait. And then it just started to look like it was ready to go. Actually, I looked at the hourly first because that's what was on my screen, and we had the bearish divergence. I was like, wait a second, do we have 2 hour bearish divergence? And I was like, oh yes, we do. And it was we were right here somewhere. I was like, okay, so this oscillator's still coming out. $30-minute trigger wave potentially coming in, right? Because you don't know until it already plays, right? Ooh, the 24-minute already, it's looking to roll over. We already had it. I'm going to call this bearish divergence. I don't care what anybody says. And then as I get down, it's just like the oscillator and the money flow are saying, okay, it could potentially go now, right? Remember, it's right here. I'll circle it. I got it like right here. Right, look at this curvature. It's like, okay, well, not this one, sorry. We could have absolutely bounced here, but so I'm looking at it weird. We're coming down, and the money flow starts to come out again, right? Higher time frames are saying we're going to go. This is saying we're going to go. It's the end of the day, right? It's 8 o'clock Asia, right? The news for New York should have already kind of chopped its way out. So screw it, I want to take it. Went to sleep, woke up this morning, we're down here. I'm like, oh, nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But okay, I'm gonna get rid of that though. Get rid of you. And then I have my limit set up here too. After I got stopped out, or I took profits with this one, I had a limit. It was a 45-minute order block. I thought it was coming up here. It came, it touched it, right? Here, I'll make another one. You'll see. I tried to be too slick with it, right? It came and touched it. I wanted that body candle close. We didn't get it. So what I should have done is when we touch this, bearish divergence on these, 24, 30, 45, 1 hour, 2 hour, maybe even the 3 hour, doesn't matter. And I saw that 1 minute change. I should have just sent it, right? I should have sent it. I should have been patient, and the trade would have looked. I'm just gonna do this one because it's gonna be easier. The trade will look like this. And that is a fact. You know, unless you got in somewhere you didn't love, you could have, you know, you could have done something like this, right? We broke a little bit. The 2 minute did not break yet. So, but on this retest, right, it makes sense. We still got this bearish divergence and curvature coming out on the 2. So it's like, wait a second. Maybe that 1 minute change was pretty good. And this looks like a golden pocket. A little love here. A little bit of love. All right? Do we get it? We don't get it. You pull it down, you know, we get in here. And then you get your flips here. It's a little choppy on these time frames. I'm on Mexi, that's why. I'm able to buy it. It'll just be easier to see with the candles. So I'm sorry. You pull it to the bottom. You're still not convinced. Why? However you want to do it. I mean, you get this flip, this break. You see one of these SFPs, you could have taken them, right? But with the news and everything yesterday, I wasn't touching it. But you know, you see, this is where you get too specific, you screw yourself. But you could have done something like this. Right? This is what you could have done. But you can't be too specific all the time, guys, right? We can't over refine. You get screwed. You screw yourself. You screw yourself. You know, you see this SFP though? Ugh. You know, this one coming down, like there's ample opportunities, but for me with the news day, it just wasn't clean enough. It just wasn't clean enough. This would have been the take, and then you would have had to set it and forget it. So the bounce zone, it's like, I think we're going to blow right through it, but we'll see. Who we got in here? Anybody? I'm about to rant. Who's in here? I see I got one person. Oh, wow. Bitcoin looked prettier than the Cardano for once. Came up, touched that body. See, I had it here too, right? And it came up and it touched it on the biddy. That's what I get. All right. Let's rant for a second. So I woke up this morning and I roll over, pop open the YouTube. I'm like, what's going on? And there's a couple people that are live, or were going to be live, that were live last night. And I was just kind of scrolling through because I was up kind of early. And these people are such scammers. It's insane. It's insane. And I say all the time, you don't know what you don't know until you know. And y'all just don't know, or maybe you do, that these people are scammers. And they don't know what they're doing. And they don't know how to trade. And maybe theoretically they know a little bit, enough to be dangerous, and it sounds good. And they're portraying themselves to be some type of godsend. And they're not even making money trading. They're making money on the YouTube clicks and the freaking referrals. I can. Oh, I'm not calling anybody out specifically, but it's insane. You guys wait. If you're new, give yourself 6 months to a year. Nah, more than 6 months. Give yourself like a year or two. If you make it that far, and you'll see. And you'll watch you. How the fuck did I watch these people before? It's insane. It pisses me off. Yeah, I think what happened was I left somebody on a little too long. It got to me. Normally I'll click on it. I'm like, oh, get this guy. What's going on? Click off. I didn't click off of one for a while. And it was just brewing and brewing and brewing. Why would I do that? I should have clicked off. Now I'm just pissed off. So stupid, man. I don't know why it's pissing me off so much. I mean, I started my journey watching some of these folk, right? A lot of people are newer. But, and you know, a lot of them gave me the courage to, you know, take the leap and give this a shot. Sorry, guys, I'm starving. And, you know, we're only human, right? We learn, we progress. As I grew, I just started to realize how fucking full of shit these people are. And it's like, I just, you know, and they lost me a lot of money because of their bullshit. You know, I lost my own money. Don't get me wrong. I made the decisions. I lost my money. I knew enough to be dangerous because these people made it seem like that's all I needed to know. And it's not true. It's not true. And it doesn't have to be that difficult, guys. I'm not saying it's that difficult. Like, the hard part is like the patience and the risk management and the setting your trap and waiting. But being able to identify when you are seeing something that's not even there because you're a little anxious because you want to get into a trade. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm hungry. I'm hangry. That's what I'm eating. I don't know. Maybe I didn't sleep good last night. Didn't have a big dinner. Big boy, I need to eat. I mean, am I alone on these feelings? Maybe they should not make me this mad. But they do because these people they're scammers. And whether that's their intent, and I believe a lot of them, that's not their intent in the beginning. But then they realize that they're not a profitable trader, and they pretend they are anyways. And they're just good talkers. Or a lot of people already follow them. Excuse me, a lot of people follow them already. So other people say, oh, well, if these many people are following them, then they must be good. No, just people don't know. You know? God, I can get really hot right now. I'm not gonna. 'Cause I can bitch with the best of them. I'll tell you right now. Man, it's just because they scam. That's what pisses me off. Because, like I said, I lost a lot of money listening to a lot of these people, and that listening was my decision. But I didn't know what I didn't know. And I thought I knew, but I had no fucking idea. And now I listen to them, and I'm like, you motherfucker. Ah. I'm sure a lot of you know, whoever watches this, the frickin' 20 people that are going to watch this, I guarantee if you're watching this, you've watched one of their videos in the past 48 hours. I guarantee it. Right? Because if you're clicking on my shit, you watch their shit. There's a few people that are good. Don't get me wrong. They have good TA. Whether they're profitable or not, it's a different story, but they have good TA. And that's what matters, right? They can help point you in the right direction. They can provide good TA. Maybe they're growing with you still, but those people that are saying they're making money that aren't making money, but they're pretending they're making a lot of money on trading, but they're making a lot of money elsewhere based on scamming, pisses me off. All right, rant over. Catch me outside. How about that? So woo. All right. I'm going to look at Biddy on the daily. We're going to work our way down. Anybody who was in here for that, appreciate you sticking with me. If you feel the same way, man, drop a 1 in the chat. Just a 1. If you disagree, give me a 2. I want to know. I want to know. All right. Biddy on the daily. Excuse me. We rejected right where I thought we would. Right? There's a lot of reasons to reject here. Uptrend lining weekly. Golden pocket of the daily pull. We grabbed the liquidity above this wick here. We tapped just about this wick, and this is the wick that broke the structure, right? So it makes sense to potentially extend this supply zone. We hit it, we rejected. Would I enter a loan on that? No, because in order to do so, you would have to be, I'll just do this so you'll see, right? You see what I'm saying here? See what I'm doing? And then I'll move it over. But I'm going to enter on this bottom of this wick because you have to be up here, and this is the logical trade. It's not even a 2 to 1, right? And that's not counting fees. Like if you guys here, let's do fees. Let's do fees. And these are going to be MEXC fees. They're not going to be like another exchange that has high fees, which is a lot of them. Let's just say. Doesn't matter because I want to calculate the fees. But let's say you guys are using like one of these exchanges that have that. All right. What did I say it was before? A 1.8. Mm-hmm. 1.7. So it didn't take it down too much. But you guys don't take that into account, right? Because now if you have less than a 50% win rate, you are not a profitable trader. You're not. You need a 50% or better. 50% to break even. Better than 50% to break even here. So if you're not, and you're like, oh, I had a couple good trades, but I keep losing it. Oh, like, no, your math ain't mathing. Like it ain't right. It's a game of numbers. You need above a 50% win rate to make money here. That's simple math. Easy maths. Maths. Ah, boy. But anywho, this is the target down here. I mean, where we bounced makes sense. Ideally, I'm looking down here, right? I think if we do come lower, we're going to take this low. We're going to dip our toes into this demand. I guarantee we get a bounce somewhere. Oh, no. Between these two boxes. I guarantee it. There could be a black swan, but like somewhere here, we really should, if we do come down, at least something like this before that, if that's the case, right? We should. A lot of juice here, right? We front ran a little bit here. Like there's a lot of juice in here. A lot of juice. I mean, we were, it took us a long time to break this. 240 days. That's a long time. Yeah, see, we still don't have bullish divergence, so what would make sense to me is to do this. Come up, come down, put a little bullish divvy in here, lower low, higher low, and then come up for a little oscillator reset, and then a boom of some sort. We could even come up a little higher. If we don't completely change things, right? If especially if like SFP this guy or SFP this guy, we put in this divergence, yeah, we can go a little higher. But things still look a little down. But that divergence would give me the cause to potentially, we get like a little baby flip here, to look for an entry here to ride it up into wherever this fib would take me. TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, whatever you're going to do. That would give me a little probable cause here. Probable cause, get out the vehicle. But that would make sense, right? And the reason I say I would take profits here is because I'm assuming, even though I have a flip here, right? Let's just say I have a flip here. This is a lower time frame, I'm assuming. So the 2-day would still be bearish, the 1 day, whatever it would be. I don't know why I keep doing that. So this is a rejection zone, right? So until we break, let me get rid of these. Oh no, my hand, I'm freezing right now. we don't get above this guy in this particular scenario, right? If we go up from here, right? If we go up from here, we have to get above this guy. And then we're probably going to come down anyways because of how the structure fits. But on the 2-day, let's go to the 3-day because the 3-day looks a little better. This is just an order block. Let's get rid of you. So, right, so say this was the structure, right? This is what we were just looking at. We get above this, we still got to get above the 3-day for the 3-day. So even if we do get above, it's still likely to come down. Okay? We don't have to, but it's likely. You get this change until we break this high. It's a lower high coming down for a lower low. We get above it, it's still likely to be retraced to come up higher, right? So that's why I take the trade for what it is. You know, if you got in here, you know, you better be taking some profits here. You know, and then you better be taking some profits here on this change of character line because it actually lines up very nicely with a little bit of Fibroonies. You know, you could even have front ran it a little bit. But point being, and we didn't right away at least, we don't have to take this low. There's reasons to bounce here. Now, whether this bounce leads to higher highs or lower highs doesn't matter because there's more entries to be had. You just got to be aware of all that. Right, you see this right here? Like, this kind of looks like it wants to roll up, but I think we got to come for this. Or this. I mean, I've been saying it. Do I think we can go up? Absolutely. I thought we were going up here to this guy, and then we were going to roll over. And then, you know, it gets into it. You're like, oh, maybe I'm wrong because it doesn't look perfect. And then you give it a couple days, it starts to play out. You're like, yes, it's here. It is here. Trust your TA. Trust it. And be patient. Walk away. It's hard when you don't have a lot of money. I understand. I know. But patience pays. Okay? Let's get rid of that. Let me get rid of you. I don't need you. Not right now. All right, and we were squeezing too. Like, let's go to the 4-hour. My Bitcoin looks like garbage. I'm gonna go body candle close. No big deal. All right, because if I go wick to this wick here, like we broke, doesn't mean shit. Don't get me wrong. Right? You break this trend line, but you don't break structure. Like, you could still reverse. We could still fucking reverse here, but it's something to keep in mind that if we do break structure, you know, this is still a spot that we could reject from for something like this. I mean, you got to keep it all in mind, but just know how to use it properly because these formations, they're going to treat you wrong more than they treat you right. They're going to look good, and then you're going to get, it's going to reverse or the retrace, and it's going to stop you out, and you're going to say, they knew. Like, yeah, they did know. They know you're not looking at things 100%. I'll put it that way. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. It's not 100%. What are you doing? Yeah, see? Boom. Solana. Ooh. Well, it's the same thing. It just happened to do a little bit more juice right now. And that's really it on Bitcoin. And besides, you know, fuck Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's being a bitch. I don't love it. Right? You see this, you're like, oh, we broke. We have bullish divergence on the 12. It's like, well, we don't on the daily. And we don't have bullish structure on the daily, so why would we continue up too high? You see what I'm saying? Like, you see stuff like this, you get in trouble, you take this trend line. Now, granted, we may do this. Take the low. Bounce back on the trend line, right? That may be a thing. That may be it. It may be. But until that happens, how are you gonna take that? It says it's 70 in here. There ain't no way. No way. Yeah, buddy. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10. I'm still short. And yeah, let's fucking go. Wait, where's my trade? Let me check that. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, and my full TP right now, because of how everything looks, is genuinely all the way down at this guy. You know, and if we don't, we get down here and I see a little flip of some sort, I'll look to get out somewhere. You know, and I got short way on this one too. There's too much chop and too much time in between. But maybe with time and money, I'll be able to take these trades. I called this fucking drop. I didn't think it was going to take that wick, but I said, oh, we're coming. Oh, no, not that. This guy. This guy, but most likely we're coming for this guy. And I was fishing and I didn't even get it. But we caught fish, let me tell you. It was a good day. Any hoosers. Any hoosers. This is what I'm waiting on, right? And especially yesterday they held the rates, which if they didn't hold the rates, I would have full-blown told everybody, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at anymore. I don't know what I'm talking about. My TA is good. My understanding of economics and what the Fed does, and I have no idea. Because, excuse me, how in the hell, I mean, I know crypto's not doing it, but the chow chow, the S&P, right? Yeah, okay, it looks like it's potentially ready to cool off here. Don't get me wrong, I see it. I see it, and I think it's going to happen. And I don't know if it's going to happen now or, you know, by Q4. By 2027, I really think that shit's about to get real. And if not, by, you know, sometime into 2027, shit's going to get real. Things are going to dump. Things are going to correct a little bit. Whether it's a war or I don't know what it's going to be. But things need to correct, right? Real estate needs to correct. These stock markets, you know. Like, what is this? 2020. We'll do this. 2009. 1,000% in 16 years, 17 years. Now, if you, right, that's 2009. Let's go from here. The dollar's gone up 58% to the high to today. It's at 34. So all I'm looking at here is that there was obviously, right, this was some sort of something that needed to be corrected on the dollar. That's all I'm looking at here. Things were bad in 2009. And this is right after the big real estate bullshit, 2007, 2008, 2009. This is when everything crashed. And so a rebound makes sense. But yeah, the dollar goes up, right? The stocks go up. I get it. But you're telling me this makes sense? Like, at what point? We have to have something. Something. You know, it'll be scary, and it'll probably be very quick, right? It'll probably last a few weeks, if that. If we have something like that, like it would definitely, you know, if it bleeds slow, it could take a lot longer, and then we can come up. But it only makes sense for this stuff to correct. I'm sticking to it. I just don't know when the fuck it's gonna happen. But real estate, time-wise, is set to 2027, 2028, 2029. Based on its cycle, is supposed to go. Right? And it all plays a factor. You know, and Bitcoin's right on time with its freaking cycle. So far, no, I want the weekly. Right? So far, actually, no, not this chart. I gotta go to the index so I can get back. Right? Here we are. Don't mind all this. This is Discord stuff. But bottom to top. 1,070 days. Bottom to top. 1,050 days. Bottom to top. 850. Actually, was this the bottom? I wonder if this was the bottom on some charts. 1064. That's all coincidental. And then I don't know what this one's going to be. I don't remember. This one's less. Yeah, this one's less. So, it's right on time. You know, last cycle at least. I'm not saying we're never going back up. I'm just saying, holy shit. Holy shit. Feels good to be right. It feels really good to be right. You know, bite of toast. What's up, Andrew? Yeah, Bob. I agree. We were just talking about this. We have bullish divergence from back here on the 12. We have bullish divergence from back here on the daily. Bullish from back here, bullish from here. Money flow's still out. I mean, this curvature is still saying we go down. I don't know. I don't know. You missed a good rant, I think, Andrew, unless you were here. People piss me off. They're all full of shit. Yeah. Good, clean fun right here. Let me reduce my margin in case we bounce. I can add some more money back into the same trade. What do you mean? I fucking bought one. Hold on. My wife and my daughter went to the coffee shop. My kid was cranky as hell when she left, and then she got a grilled cheese and she's happier than a pig and shit. Yeah, you missed it, bud. Yep, you missed it. Just know people are full of shit. All these YouTubers are fucking full of shit. Here we go. That's really all I got. What do you guys want me to go over? Anything? I'll give you a minute to talk about it. I don't want the index though. Can't make this shit up. We're going for it. I'm telling you, we're coming for this guy. And it looks crazy, guys, but you zoom out, it's not that bad. Right? I mean, look at all this chop we've already had. Oh. Yeah, people are fucking stupid. No, I can't say they're stupid, but they're doing. They talk for clicks, right? Here, boom, 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 boom. Like, look at these moves. Like, they're decent moves, right? Decent moves. I just got rid of some of the bullshit. So us to come down for this low is not crazy. I mean, the chart looks scary, but we've been calling for it. We've been talking about it. You see this at weekly SFP, you don't start taking some profits up here at $1.20. I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. Or I can't help. Maybe you didn't know. All right, look at the bearish divergence coming in. Exhaustion, SFP. You know what? Let me shave a little off the top. The problem is, that's spot talk. It's very rarely trading talk. Not many people are trading this perfectly. But I'll tell you, if you were trading and you got down here, you would be taking profits in this weekly SFP. It's that greed. It's the optimism. It's that bullshit, scammy YouTube, Facebook Live, all that shit. And not the platforms themselves, but the people talking on them saying, we're going to go to 150K. Bro, they're not even making money in these markets. They're not. They're making money on y'all. That's a fact. 99% of them. I'm not making any money on y'all. I ain't got a big platform. I'm just keeping it real. Keeping it honest. And keeping it tight. That's what she said. Right, Andrew? Always keep it tight. Yeah, bud. Just watch it. There's nothing to do right now. If you're not in a short, there's nothing to do. You need to wait. All right, let's see. We may... Ideally, we're going to talk... If we SFP this and you got a lower time frame change here, yeah, you can look to take it. Right? You can look to take it. But I don't understand what the point is of coming for this guy, because on these higher time frames, right, let's go to the... I don't think the 3-day has a structure, though. The 2-day was... Yeah, it was the 2-day. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, right. So I mean, I guess I misspoke, because coming for this would give you bullish divergence and it would take the low. It could give you the energy we need, could give you the juice, but at the same time, I know this wick seems out of control and not obtainable, but I mean, look, we've been fucking eating it up, right? And I don't think Bitcoin's even close to its low. So if Bitcoin's not close to its low, I'm not saying it's happening today or tomorrow, it may, but I'm not saying it is. Then why in the world could Cardano not come for this guy? Check, please. You know. Did we leave this guy? Oh, I think we did. Let me see something real quick. We have a 4-day order block here. You best be looking. If we break this low, you better be looking here for some. I would be. I'm going to be. There's a weekly here too. Fucking A, Cotton. Long me. That 4-day came up a little higher. I'll play your game. I'll play it. Now this may look precise, but remember we're on a weekly, so break this low. Problem is we don't have the up. So it would still be down, and then you're still could be looking for something like this. I just want to see the ratio. It's a 20 to 1, that's it. You know, you have a 20 to 1 trade, and it moves almost 180%. I get those trades on the fucking 5 minute, the 1 minute. Man, I don't have to wait months for it to happen. Let's do something quick. Let's do this. Because this is how I would do it. I wouldn't limit this. Unless it was like a spot style buy. Because it's still kind of... I would have a stop loss, absolutely. But I wouldn't be trying to capitalize on such a tight stop. But if we do come down and we get like a 1 hour change or something like that, then you can really adjust potentially something like this. You know, and you can double it up. You know. But you got to get the structure for it. If you don't get the structure for it, there's nothing you can do, obviously. Oh, shiver me timbers. We're going for 45 minutes. Let's see. Is he still live? No, but the other one is. Dude, this is crazy. I hope you guys can't see that screen. I hope. I don't think you can. Man. Oh, baby. Woo! I'm supposed to do the dishes. Ain't happening. Not my dishes, not my problem. That's what it... What's today? Thursday? Hold on. I'll look at that in a minute. But I'm done. That's all I got for you guys. That's all I got. We got to get low. All right. If we get change some sort of bullish divergence, you know, at this low, which we already took it, right? Get some bullish divergence coming in, which looks like we may. Get a nice little change. Yeah, you can look to long it. Don't forget the higher time frame structure. Dude, our wives are on the same page. You know, when we take this low, you get the higher time frame bullish divergences locally like we are here. Yeah, you get that little change, you can look to long it. Absolutely. Because on the daily, I think it was, I didn't look at this before, so bear with me if I'm wrong. All right, there's a lot more structure here, a little fake out. And then boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and then we come up. So this, if this SFP would make sense to have a good move up here because we broke bullish, right? So this would make sense. And if we do have a true bounce here, this is the target right here. This Jimmy John, this fella right here. So just keep it in mind. Took the low. We're having a little bouncy. The money flow's still out thick though. A little extended, which I mean, all makes sense. I'm not gonna freak out and get out of my trade just yet. This low, I close 50%. This low, the other 50, unless I see another reason to exit. But, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys coming. I'm done. I'm going to make another cup of coffee. Do the dishes before I get beaten. And maybe I'll hop on live tomorrow. I don't know. It's Thursday. Fridays kind of suck. But the wife's home. She'll have the baby. So, baby. She'll be two and... What's today? 2 and 3 days she'll be. So, anyways, appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming. Later.